Schneider Orchestra featuring Rip Tenor.
Speaking to Doc Severinsen. Will Doc Severinsen please meet Corgan Spencer in the Alamogordo room?
The Alamogordo room. My goodness, Doc. Hey, Doc, good to see you too.
Yeah, how are you doing, Gordon?
How do you like this group?
Well, I love it. I told them, I said, I'm sorry I didn't bring my bugle along, but the swelling hasn't gone down from last night.
So maybe next time you'll come back with the drum?
Oh, yeah, sure.
When you were here earlier talking to Tony the bartender, you mentioned your outfit, but I know that our radio audience can't see what you're wearing, so could you describe this?
Well, this is my Halloween jacket.
This is March.
I know, I've been busy. I haven't had a chance to change clothes.
So what is this?
But I did brush my teeth.
Thank you, Mr. Sandberg.
And I floss.
Wow.
Well, you gotta floss if you're gonna be anything at all.
Thanks for the advice. I guess people would like to know how you got into this thing with outfits like this.
Well, I've always been kind of a rebellious guy, and I think because I was brought up in a roughneck western cowboy town, and I was one of the little kids, a little guy, and I couldn't duke it out with them, so I found other ways.
You scared them?
Well, the jackets kind of put them off a little bit. I started with the clothing early on because they were afraid to touch me. They didn't know what I was.
But you're not a model, right? I mean, you don't carry around the credits for who made these clothes.
No, I really don't know. I have no idea. But and I get them in all kinds of different places. Some of them come from some pretty fancy stores, and others I'm just walking along the street and I see something in a window that has been rejected by numerous other people. And I say, yeah, that's for me. Or I'll go into a store and I see a jacket I like, and the guy says, that's a nice choice. Good, that's a good thing. You'll enjoy that. I'll say, now, get me a pair of pants that can go with it. And he'll say, well, why? And just get me a pair of pants that you think doesn't go with it. And then I wind up with an outfit.
Now, speaking of outfits, when you're in front of the Milwaukee Symphony and you're wearing this kind of stuff and those guys don't have to wear black, do you think that's really fair?
I don't care. I mean, they're on their own. That's their problem.
So when people come to a symphony concert and they see you wearing this stuff, I mean, does that really go with Mozart and Brahms and Beethoven?
Well, it does if you're wearing it. I mean, I think it doesn't matter so much. And you know, that's an interesting thing you said about the band wearing all dark suits. What about if they would all wear wild outfits? I wonder how they'd sound. I wonder if it would make a difference in how they sound.
Why don't you try it sometime? Why don't you? Yeah.
I think I'm going to do that, Gordon. I'm going to have the whole band, I'm going to have the whole Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra dress up in whatever they feel good in. But it can't be, tennis shoes and torn jeans. It's got
like
to be,
the man here.
They got to dress up. They got to dress up. Now, Gordon, don't you talk about that.
Hey, listen, we don't get to hear you play or conduct too much Mozart or Brahms or Beethoven. Is that intentional?
Yes, I guess so, since I don't do that.
But you could, right? I mean, you have...
Well, I suppose I could, yeah. But I'm pretty well occupied doing what I do. Now, we got our next program coming up here, I think it's June 6th, 7th, and 8th, something like that. It's called All in the Family. And I'll conduct some pretty hot stuff then. I don't know exactly what the program is going to consist of yet, but the American Festival Overture by Schumann. Yeah. We're going to do that whether they want to or not. And I think that's a very challenging, very difficult piece. And it's pretty intricate. And we might do a thing by Sir William Walton, the Johannesburg Festival.
Oh, that's a great piece.
Yeah. But the best thing about that program is that we're going to feature a lot of different people in the orchestra. Just to come out and, for instance, we have a bass player in the orchestra who sings great, and I mean great, blues and gospel.
Laura Schneider.
Yeah, and Laura's going to vocalize, and people are going to do things that you don't really expect. And then we're going to turn the whole orchestra loose on some really, truly brilliant music.
Now, you listen to a lot of classical music when you're not conducting. Who are some of your favorite composers and why?
Well, I don't think I have any particular favorites. I like Walton a lot. And it depends on how I feel and why I'm listening. I like Mahler. If I'm depressed or want to be depressed,
I gravitate to Mahler.
Well, no, then I would go for Bruckner.
Oh,
I used to, and still do, I just lie down on the couch and turn on your classical station, and I could lie there all night long listening to things. You know, one time, I don't know if it was you, I don't know if you were on the air that night, you played a symphony by an Englishman named Arnold Bax.
yeah, right.
And I couldn't wait to go out and buy that thing.
And did you?
Oh, yeah, and it was great. And they have great jazz on the radio here, too.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of great jazz. Lots of great jazz.
In our most recent episode, we left a somber scene as quack doctor Harvard Fuselick and volunteer assistant Art Kumbalik, armed with a roll of duct tape and fortified with 2 quarts of Jim Crow Mississippi Sour Mash whiskey, were poised to make medical history by splicing the head of desk clerk and notary public Wendell Kendall onto the left shoulder of housekeeper Louise Flybiter in an effort to save his life after he received a devastating gunshot wound. We join the action as Wendell shows new guest Anne Angel to her room, no longer spurting blood from his gaping chest wound because...
I believe, madam, that I am empty. But come, here from the roof of the hotel one has such a beautiful view. Such beauty. As a boy, I loved the exquisite magnolia tree outside my bedroom window. Early each spring, it would blossom with an explosion of heartbreaking shades of pink. It always surprised me that these gorgeous blooms had no fragrance at all. They seemed sturdy. Yet the first spring breeze would shatter the delicate aura, and the petals would drift gently to earth, creating a soft carpet beneath a skeleton of naked branches.
Wendell, would you like to go home again?
Birds of 100 hues danced in the sky, singing their plaintive songs. Robins strutted, their red breasts flashing dreams of valor.
Wendell, I can take you home.
Can you?
It is one of your choices.
Oh, I do have my duty, you know. Others may not understand it, but I feel that in my little corner of the universe, I uphold the order of things.
Yes, indeed. Like other posts at confluences of great waters, the Hotel Milwaukee is a nexus.
I have served the weary traveler well. Providing simple comforts is all I know.
Yes, I myself feel the same. Yet often I ponder, if I were given the choice of taking a different role, what else would I choose to be if circumstances permitted?
If you think about it, you know that you could only choose the inevitable.
Of course, you are correct.
What are you doing way up here? Do you know this small person?
I do.
Does anyone know you're up here? I'm not sure this is safe.
Actually, everyone knows I'm up here. I'm quite safe, and so are you. I just come to this roof sometimes.
Well, the view is marvelous.
I come to spit. Come on.
But we're so close to the edge.
Don't worry. Here, hold my hand. Now watch.
Right on that lady's hat.
Yeah, I never miss. Do you want to try it?
Oh, I couldn't. My mouth is too dry. Every bit of liquid is drained from my body. Even as we speak, I am lying motionless in the lobby of this hotel while people work feverishly on my lifeless form. My only friend in the whole world is bent over me, grief-stricken. The desk is unattended. Laundry piles up in the hampers. Dust mice congregate under the beds. Unfinished remnants of room service meals congeal on cold, cold plates.
Watch this. I can make a rude noise with my hand in my armpit.
Oh, please. You're very nice, and I'm sure it is a wonderful, rude noise. But I am concerned here with adult problems. Problems of duty and hard choices and the burdens of responsibility and real grown-up matters of life and death. This is important. This is serious.
Wendell, if I meant life to be serious, I would have made it permanent.
This episode of Tales from Hotel Milwaukee has been brought to you by the physical universe. The physical universe, 15 billion years old and still expanding to serve you better. And our thanks to quantum theory, without which none of this would have been probable. Please join us next time for another episode of Tales from Hotel Milwaukee.
With a wishing well, I wish that we were there together.
There's a bright and sweet one room, bright and complete for us to share together.
Looking through the window, you can see a distant steeple.
Not a sign of people
Who wants people when the steeple bell says good night, sleep well,
with back of small hotel.
Hotel Milwaukee is created by Matt Mercy. He's our producer. Your comments are welcome. Phone 352-1868. Technical assistance for the broadcast by Jonathan Harrell, David Shank, and John Blake. Floor managers Katie Siegel and Sam Bromley. Today they live Peter Albert, Monty Carter, Dan Harmon, Bo Johnson, and Sean McKenna. And in that scene from Oh Wow, Nancy Drew, we heard Deborah Clifton, John Kissline, Rip Tenor, and Sean McKenna. Thanks to our special guests for this broadcast, musical artists 100% natural, Susan Julian, and of course Doc Severinsen. Plus, John Gurda and Paul Mannis. Tony Wood is Tony the bartender. John Schneider and his orchestra performed. Tales from Hotel Milwaukee was written by Dave Maleckar, Max Sampson, and Rip Tenor, with a cast of Marcie Hoffman, Dave Maleckar, Suzette Nelson, John Schneider, and Alma Maleckar. We invite you to join us at the Café Mélange Sundays at 5 p.m. when we perform the show. Thanks to the Potawatomi Bingo Casino for major underwriting, plus help from Radio Shack at Northridge and Highport Dispensing. Here on Wisconsin Public Radio's Ideas 90.7 WHAD.